A smaller crew than normal. We would normally have a crew of 4 or 5 during its operational days, but the aircraft's operated now with a pilot in the left-hand seat, navigator in the right-hand seat, and a loadmaster in the back of the cabin.
And an aircraft that's also used, apart from being a display and commemorative aeroplane in its own right, for assisting in the training of Lancaster pilots.
It is, yeah. The Lancaster pilots would start on the Chipmunk to get some tail wheel experience and then convert to the Dakota, which is a slightly more forgiving aircraft than the Lancaster. So they would get somewhere through to the lake now before starting the Lancaster aircraft.
Well, we'll be seeing the Dakota shortly, but now the Swiss Air Force with their third final contribution of the day. It's a helicopter, it's a multi-purpose machine, and it demonstrates this aircraft performed its day more roles than most. It went under more names and designations than most as well. In civil use it was the DC-3, to the British and Commonwealth countries it was the Dakota, to the US Army Air Force it was the C-47 Skytrain, or if it was a version optimised for dropping parachute troops, the C-53 Skytrooper, to the US Navy the R-4D and R-5D and so forth. This aircraft depicts one with local connections. The colour scheme applied a couple of years ago is that of the number 233 Squadron Dakota, stationed not far from here at Blake Hill Farm in Wiltshire. After D-Day, this aircraft was used for casualty repatriation, and in so doing, Dakotas that looked like this would have flown into nearby RAF Down Empty in order to drop off those repatriated casualties. Number 233 Squadron was engaged in Operation Tonga, part of the wider D-Day invasion. That was the landings from the 5th to the 7th of June 1944 by Britain's 6th Airborne Division. This involved both glider-borne and parachute troops. The objectives included the capture of 2 bridges, one over the River Orme, the other spanning the Caen Canal. And the latter, at Belleville, became known as Pegasus Bridge after the Pegasus emblem of British Airborne Forces. Number 233 Squadron Dakota, depicted by the BBMF example we see here, took part on the very first night of the D-Day operations, dropping parachutists. The following day, it went back into action as part of a resupply mission codenamed Rob Roy 1, and on its use went through the D-Day period. As the Allies went through northern France, they managed to set up a number of advanced landing grounds, allowing fighter and fighter bomber aircraft in particular, but also air observation post machines to operate from bases near the front line. And on the 18th of June, Dakota serial FZ692, that looked like this, was flown to transport a cargo of 500-pound bombs to one such advanced landing ground near Sommervieux in northern France. Undercarriage down for this flight past. The operations record books of number 233 Squadron make for interesting reading. On one occasion in June 1944, 2 aircraft Dakota pilots involved reported that the town of Caen seemed to be on fire. This aircraft has of course participated in the major D-Day commemorations earlier in the year in Normandy, and it flies as part of the BBMF in salute to members of the British Airborne Forces and all of the Dakota, Skytrain and Skytrooper crews who went into harm's way in June 1944. A final wave from the Loadmaster on that flight path. And the Dakota departing for other display commitments, including one at Duxford. Our thanks to the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight for that.